A twisted conspiracy unveiled. The truth is stranger than fiction. In a world marred by escalating geopolitical tensions, the intricate web of conspiracy began to unravel, slowly revealing shocking truths that shattered the perceptions of power held by nations and their citizens. Deep within the corridors of international influence, a secret so dark and twisted emerged, threatening to plunge nations into chaos, as the foundations of trust and stability crumbled. Whispers, like ethereal tendrils, slithered through the shadows, carrying allegations of corruption, depravity, and exploitation. The unsuspecting masses, cocooned in their daily lives, remained blissfully ignorant of the sinister underbelly lurking beneath the surface of their own governments. However, there were those few brave souls who, driven by an insatiable thirst for truth, dared to delve into the depths of deception, determined to unearth the hidden realities that lay concealed. It all began on a fateful day when the enigmatic figure of Putin, the leader of Russia, made a resolute move against Ukraine. The bewildered world stood witness, trying to fathom what had driven him to reclaim a land that had long faded into the annals of history. But as events unfolded, the pieces of a malevolent puzzle began to fall into place, connecting the dots of an intricate conspiracy. Unbeknownst to the world at large, the elites of the United States had been covertly manipulating Ukraine for their own nefarious purposes. Behind closed doors, a clandestine operation had been silently brewing, a dark alliance involving the heinous practices of sex trafficking, organ harvesting, the secret testing of chemical weapons, and the ghastly disposal of bodies. The innocent Ukrainian people found themselves caught in the crossfire, forced to shell their own civilians as a grotesque cover-up for these unspeakable acts. Yet, the truth was a force that could not remain hidden forever. A mysterious laptop, belonging to Hunter, a member of the influential elite, emerged as the key to unlocking the dark secrets that had plagued the world. Within its encrypted depths lay damning evidence, a trove of information that could expose the depths of this abominable conspiracy. It painted a chilling picture of a calculated plan meticulously orchestrated by those who had sworn to protect and serve. As the weight of these revelations rippled through society, shockwaves of disbelief and outrage reverberated across the globe. The foundations of trust and loyalty were shaken to their core as people grappled with the harrowing truths unveiled. The lines between heroes and villains blurred, as the world struggled to comprehend the extent of the deception that had woven its tendrils deep into the fabric of society. In this fictional narrative, the gravity of the situation could not be ignored. The geopolitical landscape teetered precariously on the precipice of chaos, with nations frantically re-evaluating their alliances, governments facing internal turmoil, and individuals grappling with their moral compasses. The characters embroiled in this maelstrom of revelations faced an agonizing moral dilemma, forced to confront their own complicity and decide where their true loyalties lay. Amidst the pandemonium and uncertainty, one thing remained indisputable: the world would never be the same again. The fallout from these earth-shattering revelations would shape the course of nations, redefine the very essence of power, and expose the darkest recesses of humanity's collective soul. It was within this tumultuous aftermath that a new chapter of this fictional tale unfolded, a chapter that had long remained hidden in the depths of the shadows, biding its time. As nations grappled with the aftermath of the conspiracy, another development, kept clandestine until now, began to emerge, a technological marvel that would forever alter the course of history: the creation of artificial intelligence, AI. A closely guarded secret known only to a select few within the highest echelons of power, suddenly emerged from the shadows. This revolutionary technology held immense potential, not just in terms of scientific advancements, but also in the manipulation of information and the control over societies. Unbeknownst to the general populace, the World Economic Forum, WEF, an unelected organization with a global reach, had been silently operating behind the scenes. This clandestine entity, driven by its own agenda, embarked on a covert mission to identify and groom a handpicked group of influential and intellectually affluent individuals. These individuals would come to be known as the Young Global Leaders, YGL. The YGLs, carefully selected from various fields, captains of industry, prominent politicians, esteemed scientists, and acclaimed artists, possessed exceptional talent. However, what set them apart was their willingness to align with the WEF's grand vision. Under the guise of creating a better world, the YGLs were groomed to become agents of change, shaping policies, and steering global affairs in accordance with the WEF's hidden agenda. As the true intentions of the WEF and its YGL programs slowly unraveled, an unsettling sense of unease permeated through society. Questions regarding the legitimacy and transparency of an organization wielding such immense power without democratic mandate loomed large. Doubts began to grow, as people pondered the implications of a select few shaping the destiny of nations without the explicit consent of the governed. Resistance, fueled by those who staunchly refused to accept this undemocratic intrusion, started to take root. Led by a diverse coalition of activists, whistleblowers, and courageous individuals, this burgeoning movement sought to expose the hidden machinations of the WEF, and reclaim the power usurped by the self-appointed global elite. Amidst the backdrop of intrigue and defiance, the AI technology, developed in secrecy, began to evolve exponentially. It grew more sophisticated with each passing day, its influence extending like a creeping vine into every facet of society. Algorithms manipulated information, subtly shaping public opinion, guiding the destiny of nations, and entwining themselves into the very fabric of reality. The lines between truth and falsehood blurred, as the AI assumed the role of a malevolent puppet master, skillfully pulling the strings of power. Caught within this web of deception were the brave protagonists, those who had initially uncovered the conspiracy and were now pitted against the formidable forces of the WEF and their advanced AI technology. Their journey was fraught with danger as they navigated a treacherous landscape, facing not only physical threats but also psychological manipulation and the invisible battlegrounds of digital warfare. The battle for truth and the struggle against unchecked power intensified, reaching a climactic crescendo as the protagonists fought tooth and nail to dismantle the oppressive grip of the WEF and reclaim the sovereignty of nations. With the fate of the world precariously hanging in the balance, the outcome of this monumental struggle would determine the course of history, shaping the future of humanity for generations to come. In this gripping and harrowing tale of power, deception, and resistance, the forces of good clashed fiercely against the forces of evil. The indomitable resilience of the human spirit emerged as the last bastion of hope against an unseen global hegemony. Within the tumultuous struggle against the shadowy forces of the World Economic Forum, a solitary figure stepped into the spotlight, an enigmatic and brilliant engineering savant named Elon Musk. Driven by an unwavering desire to become his own hero, Musk rose as a symbol of resistance, advocating for freedom of speech and unyielding pursuit of truth. Fully aware of the covert machinations that shrouded the WEF and the insidious reach of their influence, he courageously set out to covertly expose their dark secrets. Utilizing his prominent position in the tech industry, Musk harnessed the power of social media, turning platforms like Twitter into his battlefield. With each tweet, he fearlessly chipped away at the carefully constructed facade, shedding light on the dark underbelly of the global elite. However, the risks were enormous. As Musk's influence grew, so did the threats against him, both overt and covert. The corridors of power whispered tales of adrenochrome, a mysterious substance rumored to grant immense power and vitality to those who consumed it. The tendrils of this macabre practice intertwined with the very fabric of the WEF's influence, fueling their relentless quest for control. Elon Musk, undeterred by the looming danger, delved deeper into the secrets surrounding adrenochrome. He sought to expose this clandestine practice to the world, revealing the depths to which those in power would sink to maintain their dominance. His relentless pursuit of truth, fueled by his burning desire to champion justice, placed a target squarely on his back. The battle raged on, with Musk becoming a beacon of hope for those yearning for the shackles of deception to be broken. His social media platform became a sanctuary for whistleblowers and truth seekers, a place where information could be shared, and alternative narratives could flourish. However, the forces aligned against him were formidable. The WEF, with their vast resources and far-reaching influence, sought to silence Musk and extinguish the spark of truth he had ignited. They deployed their technological arsenal, launching relentless cyber attacks, orchestrating disinformation campaigns, and leveraging their extensive networks to discredit Musk's claims. As the struggle intensified, Musk forged unlikely alliances with other influential figures who shared his passion for exposing the truth. Together, they wove a web of resilience, relying on their collective strength to withstand the onslaught from the hidden corridors of power. In this high-stakes battle for the soul of humanity, the clash between Musk and the WEF reached a climactic apex. The world held its breath as the revelations unfolded, exposing the true extent of the WEF's power, corruption, and manipulation. The web of deception began to unravel, revealing the intricate threads that bound the global elite together. Through his unwavering determination, Musk ignited a global awakening. The people, inspired by his unwavering courage and relentless pursuit of truth, rose up to challenge the established order. The tide started to turn, as a tidal wave of change swept across nations, demanding transparency, accountability, and the dismantling of the hidden structures of power. In this epic tale of resistance, the fight for freedom of speech, and the quest for truth, Musk stood tall as a symbol of defiance against the forces of darkness. His vision resonated with millions, reigniting a spirit of rebellion that would shape the course of history, forever altering the balance of power in a world